I'll sit in the hallway with the phone light or something and make it work. But anyway, if you could call in, you would call 678-661-1819. If you like to be a sponsor for Candid Co-ed Conversations with just me, Prima, you would call 770-322-4022. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at JUSTPRMA. This may give some of y'all something to listen to if your phones are charged or or whatever. You can listen on the Live 365 app. You're going to download the app, look for Caribbean Life Radio. And when you look for Caribbean Life Radio, you should hear us under normal circumstances. We don't know what's happening tonight. We're just still being diligent, okay? Also, you can watch live every week on Facebook and YouTube. Go to Caribbean Life TV. You found something? Okay. If we pop in and out, y'all just be glad because I am, whatever happens. Okay, one thing I was going to talk about, how am I feeling tonight? I'm going to act like I'm just doing the show. One word to describe how I feel right now is I feel resilient. I'm proud of me because I am still showing up in spite of. So I feel resilient. How are you guys feeling tonight? Nobody can see y'all, but how are y'all feeling tonight?
Great.
You're feeling great?
Hell yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Great.
Great. They're feeling great, y'all. They're feeling great. Feeling good, feeling great. Okay. Let me show y'all something. Like we are literally, let me show y'all on YouTube. When I tell y'all literally in the dark and we got a flashlight up there and he over here working it out. He over there, you can't even see him. He over there though, y'all. Working it out. Okay. We are in the dark with a flashlight. So I am proud of them and me. Okay. Um, my week has gone great, I guess, thus far. This weather has put a damper on things, but my week has still gone great, I would say. Today I have a child that turned 16, so happy birthday to him. Woo woo. Happy birthday. So yeah, I've been doing some contemplating this week. Maybe seeing some things that need to be adjusted, deciding some things that may need to be adjusted in my life. I haven't been able to concentrate as much as I would have, like to. However, I've got some things brewing in my head that I need to put on paper so I can make stuff happen. How about y'all? Anything interesting, exciting happening y'all's week?
No.
No. Besides tonight being in the dark. Uh, what's one word to describe how y'all feel? Besides
Wet.
great. How
Wet.
your week going? Wet? Okay.
I feel fine.
Fine. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep going. I'm just gonna act like I'm the news reporter because I had so many things to talk about, so I'm gonna just talk myself. At Hartsfield International Airport, y'all, in case y'all did not know, we have the busiest airport in the world. And they got lottery machine, like a lottery kiosk on Concourse B. So yay for that. We already had where you can do lottery on the north and south baggage claim. Riz, have you ever played the lottery at the airport?
No, I haven't.
Anybody on here watching? Have y'all played the lottery at the airport, Hartsfield Airport? You got a new kiosk on Concourse B, if so. All right. I also want to talk about the Falcons. Woo, woo, woo. I am from Atlanta, y'all, the west side of Atlanta, Swats. And I don't care win, lose, don't show up. I am a faithful Georgia, whatever it is, fan. So I am proud of the Falcons, although they got an L. They did, because the L is an L. But they did not lose by much because it was 17-22 against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I am proud of them. I am proud of them because they beat the Steelers first, and then yes, they did. They beat the Steelers and they beat the Eagles.
No, they did not beat the Steelers.
They didn't.
No.
Tell me, show me. Well, I correct myself if they didn't. Show me. They beat Philadelphia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they won against the Eagles. I thought they won. Someone told me they won against the Steelers.
No.
Brock, you watched. Did they win? Did they beat y'all or no? Who beat the Steelers? Somebody beat the Steelers because they were
Nobody.
sad. I think you're inaccurate. Somebody pull it up. Pull it up and let me know. Well, I'm happy that the Falcons won against the Eagles. I'm still happy and proud of them that they did not lose by much when it came to the Kansas City Chiefs. What was the score for the Steelers on your phone over there since the Falcons lost? Okay. So I stand corrected. If they did not beat the Steelers, I thought they did. I was excited. I hope they did, but I don't know. Anyway, this week was the 100th anniversary of Booker T. Washington High School in Atlanta, Georgia. That school opened up September 24th, 1924. A lot of people that I know went to Booker T. Washington, but probably the most famous person that graduated that's an alumni, I would say, an alumni of Booker T. Washington was Dr. Martin Luther King. And that was the first high school to accept African American students in Georgia. And again, that was September 24th, 1924. So that was something that was celebrated this week, the 100th anniversary of Booker T. Washington High School in Atlanta, Georgia. Did you get it over there?
No.
Oh, you haven't
No
found
idea.
it? Huh? Do
What's
you know
that?
do you know anybody that went to Washington High?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I'm okay. So anyway, T.I. and Tiny, they were awarded $71 million. Yeah, from MGA Entertainment. And if anybody knows about the OMG girls or the OMG dolls, those big head dolls with the different colored hair and different color clothes, and they look kind of funky. Like I've purchased some of those at some point for kids, grandkids, cousins. So the OMG dolls, and it's a couple of other dolls the grandkids told me about or whatever, but they kind of tried to be like the OMG girls. The OMG girls are actually a group that T.I. and Tiny they started, or I want to say Tiny from watching the show, but it had their daughter in it, Zanique, and several of the dolls looked like her or was to emulate her very closely. So I am glad that they won and they got the money that they deserved because they claimed infringement on their pop music group OMG Girls. So they won $71 million. Woo woo. So I'm happy for them. Also, something else that happened that was interesting to me. Y'all have any thoughts about that? Them winning $71 million for MGA Entertainment infringing on their idea.
You need to share it.
They need to share it. Okay, they need to share it. How about you? Any ideas? Any thoughts on them winning that 71 million for their pop group, the dolls that were made?
I think they deserve it.
They deserve it. Okay, I agree. I agree. Share it, and they
You
deserve
can play
it.
videos you want.
Hmm.
I said you can play videos.
Oh, will it work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, you can play videos. He said you can play videos. Okay, so the next thing is, hey girl, hey. The next most is an organization, y'all, that I was impressed with. They're a group of men that played softball, the longest softball game, and most stands for Men Opposing Sex Trafficking. Men Opposing Sex Trafficking. So they had the longest softball game that was 121 hours here in Georgia. They were in Bartow County. Hey, they were in Bartow County, and let's see, when they were at Dellinger Park in Cartersville, which is Bartow County, and they won they raised $500,000, if I'm correct. $500,000 for sex trafficking, doing something about sex trafficking. And let me tell y'all some of the stuff that they did in order, like during this time that they were playing the longest softball game and got the Guinness Book record. Okay. They consumed, well, let me go back to the rules. The rules were that they could have up to 40 players and no less than 20 players at a time. Y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these were all men. So, this is cool. Women are always doing something, but I was impressed by these men of all races and ages. So, during this game, the stats, these are things that they did during the game. And it started on a Tuesday, and I'm going to say it ended on Sunday, the 22nd. So, that's when they won the Guinness record for the longest softball game. Okay, they consumed 800 energy drinks. Y'all hear that? 200 chiropractic adjustments they got while they were there. I saw, and look, y'all, when I was watching, I saw on the news, they had cots like when we were kids, and we had cots and hammocks like they had that laying on the sidelines of the field, and they had different lights up and, trying to get as comfortable or be as comfortable as they could. They also had 100 ice baths that were taken, and also 80 massages were received. So I felt like they were troopers and they did a great job for a great cause. And congratulations to MOST, which are men opposing sex trafficking. So they did a good job and they won the Guinness Book record for the longest softball game, 121 hours. What y'all think about that?
It's a long game.
Long game. How about congratulations? Some men did something for somebody. That was nice. Yay to the men. They're focused, y'all, doing technical things. Okay. Next, last weekend, the Hawks, Atlanta Hawks, they had 6,000 volunteers that packed over 1 million meals for the food bank and other hungry Georgians, I would say, because I think that's where they said it was going to Georgia. But 6,000 volunteers, they packed over 1 million meals, and they did it. They beat a record because they did it in 450 minutes. 450 minutes. Yeah. So that they beat a record also. So I thought that was good. A good cause. Last weekend there were several events that were going on for a good cause to help other people. Also the Heart Walk, Atlanta Heart Walk went on and they raised a large amount of money also. So kudos to all of the fundraisers or all of the events that occurred that brought recognition to the city of Atlanta. Again, I am from Atlanta, so I'm everything Atlanta, and I'm excited. I love Atlanta. I love that it's always something going on here in Atlanta, something for us to do. 5th, early voting. Hope y'all hear my big mouth. Early voting begins October 15th. Oh, there's video. Yay. That's video of the anniversary, y'all. Anniversary night. That's something else. Anyway, early voting, October 15th through November 1st, okay? October 15th to November 1st is early voting. Please vote. I am going to vote early. Please vote. It is important. Every vote counts. Next, election day is November 5th. Election day is November the 5th. Whoever you're voting for, just vote, please. Just vote. Georgia, the Georgia State Election Board passed the hand count rule. And I'm going to ad lib, and you can do your own research, but this is something for you to be aware of. So we have the machines at the polling locations. So all the ballots are supposed to be hand counted and verified, I guess, to make sure it matches the tallies from the machines. a lot of people are complaining because one human error can cause humans to miscount the ballots, to add or subtract the tally. And also, this can postpone or delay reporting from the polls in Georgia. And of course, we know there was a lot of controversy in the last election with Trump and Biden. So there are a lot of people that are not happy about this. They have managers that are supposed to go check all of the bins at the polling locations to make sure all the ballots are out. And some of the volunteers are not happy because they're already there from 5 a.m. to at least 9 p.m. and they are not necessarily wanting to stay longer. Oh yeah, that was us playing. Well, I don't see it anymore, but that's us at the anything that comes up on here, y'all, that's afterwards that y'all can see or during the anniversary party. So that's me again being myself. Hi. Okay, let me see who this is. Hi. Whoever's joining, hi. Okay, so yeah, that's going to cause a delay in the voting results for Georgia. And Georgia, of course, is a very important state when it comes to the election. October the 14th, they're expected to be, October the 14th is when I guess they're trying to challenge or something. They're going to try to challenge the hand count for the ballots. So maybe something will change by then. And we hope so. I hope so. Anyway, I want to ask y'all this. I don't think y'all got to see the video. Well, you may have got to see the video, but I don't think you got to see the video. So I'm just going to ask this question as much as I can and see what y'all's answers are because y'all are males. This is a man that said this. It's a coach and he's recruiting for a level 1 division in some kind of sports. I don't know what sports because this was on a clip that someone sent me, right? So basically this coach said, are y'all listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this coach said this coach said that there is a difference between being hungry and just wanting to eat. So, a hungry child or a hungry athlete will eat a mayonnaise sandwich, find a place to play ball, practice alone on his own, and call around and figure out where to play. Like just figure it out because he's hungry and he want to get it done, right? Where a child that just wants to eat, the difference in them is that they have a cabinet full of food, waiting on somebody to cook it for them. They'll practice, but you have to tell them to practice. You have to say, go exercise, eat right, go lift those weights. And he said, as a coach, he's looking for the hungry child, the hungry athlete versus the child that just wants to eat. Also, he said that parents are raising sheep or wolves. If you're raising a sheep, you're going to have to always protect the sheep, make sure the sheep is good, and the sheep would never want to be alone. Where if you're raising a wolf, wolves go out and look for other wolves, so they make sure they eat and they get stuff done. I'm going to leave it at those two first. It's another part, but being hungry versus eating, wanting to eat. What's y'all's opinion on that? And also, what's the
Hungry kids play harder.
kids play harder? Okay.
It's mental.
It's mental. Okay.